Mr. Speaker, Sir, I rise to support the demands for grants for the Ministry of Agriculture, Food, Rural Development, Civil Supplies and Public Distribution. I compliment our Honorable Minister Shri Balram Jhakkar, who is keeping in view the dreams of our father of the nation Mahatma Gandhi, who always felt and said that the progress of India lies in the progress of rural India. We have to fulfill the aspirations of the people of rural India. We have to make their dream come true. More than 80% of the people dwell in rural India. Therefore, a new democracy was introduced after the independence of India, and all our stalwarts who came and adorned this august house, whether they were in the opposition or in position, they also felt that agriculture is one of the most important aspects of livelihood of the Indian people. I do not deny the contribution of the opposition leaders and the opposition stalwarts who adorned this house and contributed to the welfare of India, but I will be failing in my duty if I do not pay my compliments to Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. If Mahatma Gandhi is the father of the nation, I will call Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru as the father of India's democracy. He had capable colleagues with him, and with the capable colleagues and stalwarts in the opposition, he built a modern, self reliant India, and he dreamed to make India beautiful and self respecting. Like a true Gandhian, he started his movement and he thought of rural India. He knew what the land of India needs. There used to be famine earlier, but he said what India needs is water. So he started programs to harness the rivers. He knew that we need power, and so he started power stations. That is how we started building up our India with the help of our great leaders like Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. We started building up a self reliant India, the fruits of which we are now reaping in this august house. We are discussing the progress of rural India. After Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Shri Lal Bahadur Shastri started a movement called Jai Jawan Jai Kisan. This movement also picked up. We started growing more food for the people of our country. Srimati Indira Gandhi completed the task of Green Revolution. Shri Rajiv Gandhi felt that still the rural poor is being neglected. Sir, about agriculture, I would like to say that the farmers of India always stood by the needs of the country. If the Green Revolution is successful, it is because of the sweat and blood of the farmers of our country. In the same way, I would like to say that so far as our fishermen are concerned, if the farmers grow food for us from the soil, the fishermen go deep into the sea and fight with the waves and strong currents of the sea and bring food for us from the sea. But unfortunately, we give incentives to them to produce more, and we do not give many incentives to them to earn more. A farmer needs good seeds, favorable weather, fertilizers, pesticides, water, electricity, tractors, diesel, bulls, labor, and his own hard labor and work. In the same way, a good fisherman needs good boat, good nets, diesel, good weather, favorable sea, suitable places to anchor his boat. All these things cost money, labor, and a lot of risk to life, but the price fixed for their labor and yield is much less than the labor and money involved. We should not forget that a farmer or a fisherman has to raise his family, educate his children, take care of their health, and see to it that they attend festivals, they have proper clothing, and he has to see to it that he gets his children married with respect and dignity. He can manage all these things from the yield of his fields or the catch of fish from the sea. Today, with the essential commodities of life becoming very expensive, it will be fair on the part of the government to give a reasonable and fair price to the yields of the farmers and the fishermen. Our farmers toil in the villages. They cannot provide full, proper, nutritious diet to their children. I am sure our honorable minister, being a farmer himself, will do the needful. I know that he has many programs and he will definitely take care of the smallest of the farmers. About civil supplies and public distribution system, I feel that everything looks very rosy on paper, but at the grassroots level, the enthusiasm fades away. What we need is a social and moral commitment from the members of the government, politicians, or bureaucrats, and the shopkeepers who have got license to distribute the various essential commodities of life. They all must have a commitment that any food stuff that reaches the poorest of the poor, any food stuff that reaches the villages will be pure, of good quality, and wholesome.